Okay, so now we're on to my holophilency that I've got. This is, I'm going to see if I can just tint this one out because it's absolutely gorgeous. These guys are seriously fast though, so I don't want to tempt fate too much, but at the same time, you guys have got to see this. Okay. There you go. This really is, again, another one of my favourites in my collection. I just think it's absolutely stunning with that gold starburst on the carapace that you can kind of see. And the gold stripes on the abdomen. They like it kind of humid. Again though, this is one that keeps turning over its water dish. Really heavy webbing species. I need to rehouse this one very soon. I'm not happy with it being in this at all, but at the moment I just need to get, I want to start getting them all into nice plexiglass enclosures that I'm starting to make. So I'm just basically going to keep it in here until I've made it a nice enclosure. I'm not going to put it in one of those Tupperwares. I'm just going to transfer it into a plexiglass once I've made one. But yeah, they like it quite humid. They can live in communities, and I did originally have 5, but due to a couple of stupid errors and humidity problems, the other 4 died, as people will know if they've watched any of my other videos. But yeah, good eaters. They're a dwarf species, so they don't get much bigger than about 4 inches adult. I reckon this one's probably sort of juvenile to sub-adult, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I just love it. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female yet. I've not had a chance to look at any of the molts because they've just been too small. But I'm hoping on the next molt I shall be able to sex it, and I'm hoping, I'm praying it's a female, because I'd love to get a male, get an egg sac, and probably keep the whole lot and just have a community going on. Maybe sell a few, I don't know, but I'd probably keep the lot, to be honest. But yeah, that's my holophilency. Definitely one I'd recommend anyone getting. They're an absolutely awesome species to keep. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Okay, next one's probably the most famous tarantula in the world, the Mexican red knee, p.smithi, which is yeah, classic tarantula. Everyone knows about these pretty much. Got the classic red knees, about 5.5 to 6 inch leg span when they're adult maximum. They can live, females reported to live up to about 30 years old in captivity at a max. Delicate, relatively dry. Just got a water bowl there, as you can see. So yeah, I've had this one since it was a dot, absolutely tiny, and it's a really slow growing species, really ridiculously slow growing species. So if you've got the patience, buy spiderling. If not, buy juvenile, sub-adult, adult, whichever. But if you want to see a bit of colour, and you're not very patient, then don't buy spiderling, because it will take you a long time to get to the stage where you're going to get a bit of colour, and it can be quite frustrating, I find, when they take so long to grow. But undeniably a beautiful species, very nice species, and good eaters as well. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so next I got my 2 avicularia a.purpurea spiderlings. There's one down there that you can just see is moving, and the other one is just there. These guys are wicked. Absolutely love these guys. Really cute, gorgeous colours. They can be quite quick, but they're not at all aggressive. Really pretty placid, to be honest, at this age at least. I think they're supposed to be fairly chilled out when they get older. I think they get to about a 5 to 6 inch leg span. They like high humidity and high ventilation. I spray these tubs about twice a week. There's no water bowls in each because they're too small for water bowls, I feel. Don't want to risk any accidents happening, so at this sort of size they can easily drink the water droplets off the sides of the tubs. These just upturned cricket tubs work fine with bits of bark, substrate and sphagnum moss in, and these work absolutely perfectly. Have no problems with these whatsoever. If you want to increase humidity, then you can quite easily just sellotape over the ventilation. Wouldn't recommend it with Avex because they like high ventilation as well, but if that's what you want to do, easily done. easily achieved. These are a really good species, so one that I would definitely recommend. I mean, Avix in general would recommend anyone that's looking into getting into the arboreal species. Very, very good starting genus. Very, very good. So yeah, that's my avicularia purpureas. Okay, somewhere in here I've got my p.subfusca, which is probably residing somewhere in that massive substrate back there. Unfortunately, you can't see it. I would say it's about an inch in leg span now, maybe a shade over an inch. I suspect it's a male, unfortunately, which I'm really quite gutted about. But as it gets bigger, it'll be easy to tell, but I'm 99% certain I've got a little male going on in there, which I'm, like I said, absolutely gutted about. But yeah, I again, sort of like with the Avix, I spray these guys about twice a week. They like it quite humid. I keep the ventilation quite high on them just because it can't hurt. It'll help prevent any sort of mould or anything like that sort of growing. Sphagnum moss substrate, no problem. These guys are good eaters. I feed mine on sort of relatively large dubia roaches. Obviously not stupidly large, but relatively to the size of the tarantula, they're relatively large because they can take it absolutely fine. But these are a wicked species. Absolutely love all pokies, to be honest. But the subfusca is a gorgeous species. Unfortunately, you probably won't see any of my small pokies because they all hide away. But I'll still include them in the videos. But yeah, if you're looking to get into more serious arboreal tarantulas, the pokies is where I was at. Poecilotheria genus. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Okay, in here is my p.miranda spiderling, which you can't really see it on the film, but it's just down there in the corner. This one is lightning fast. It's just always just pacing around the enclosure. I don't know if you can see it. No. Does that help? No. You can kind of see it, but then again, I know what I'm looking for. You guys won't really know what you're looking at. But it is there. It's alive and healthy. Again, like with the others, I spray it twice a week. Exactly the same principle for the enclosure. All my little arboreal spiderlings have exactly the same principle in this. They're wicked little setups, I think. Really, really good. But yeah, this is one of my favourite pokies. I think these guys are stunning pokies. When they're mature anyway, absolutely gorgeous. Definitely one I'd recommend. You know, like with the subfusca, these guys are quite pricey compared to, say, you know, a.regalis, which is one of the cheaper pokies. But well, it's probably the cheapest pokey. But definitely one that I'd recommend getting. I think they're stunning. But yeah, let's move on to the next ones.